let's continue. So 40, 45 minutes, basically, is what this one's going to be. And then, oh, I almost forgot, hey, Bolt here. We did this streaming. You should have been here. Links in the description below. Let's continue.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mendes.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
I kind of see where stuff goes, but not really.
He's here! I said you'd come.
Oh, a nestle of wrenches. Dear God, a whole nest of those foul creatures. No, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in the dark complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business, and yet, I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike, and I will not think of what I have seen of the chairs and the cages, and I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. The pump rooms. These must be the bilge pumps. I am in the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have displaced these vast pumps, but he is very clearly rushed thus far. He has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced the simply switching off all he could find. If I can locate the controls, remedy will be simple. So I'm just turning something on. Okay, so whenever I see that, I can just hit my left. I'm gonna see you soon, I'm guessing. Because you tempt my fate with them.
Ahead, the trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Have you turned your children into pig-like creatures? I see. Ruvik? Have you turned them into mutated pigs to save their lives in some way? That really sounded like Daniel. Jesus, man. Stop. Ensure all wheels are to be placed in the correct operation of pumps. Okay. Valves and pipes, another pump. It seems once again I must engage it. I cannot help but feel I am trapped in some great game I forced to undertake endless Herculean labors for the promised reward of my darling children. Okay. Well, there's the water monsters. Alright, so there's that. Main pump controls. So he made sure. I'm missing one. Okay, so I think that is done. I think that is all. What? That's weird. So that was not meant to happen then. That's weird. So what was that about? Did I not do what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to like hit these lights or something? No. That's weird, okay. Am I supposed to like get the rocks or something? I feel like that wouldn't work though. I must be missing something. Finding the children, the flood is drained. I have prevailed. The saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement, even if my head spins and shudders in feverish anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is immediate. Oh, and yeah, immediate. The final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into manhood. Oh God! Don't say that when you're trying to save your kids from monsters. I feel like I should have had a, like a letter or something here. Okay. The core system access. The children dancing. The stairs are steep. The sun beating on my neck. It pulls them up. Veins pump on his forearms, and he cannot deviate. He is a man driven by love, only love. Okay. Alrighty. Up. Letter. March 15th, 1899. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden. They clean my room about me, but I am only hear the voice from within the gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. And we will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten rib cage, and will let them grow to upon the sky from falling. I remember how it is whispering to me as we rolled sick and heaving, and I remember when we pulled into the Southampton, Southampton, and we both wept, for it was every bit as much of a discretion as had been sung to me. And then we came to London. I set in upon the mandolin piece and went into the house and gathered the servants and set on a recrafting them. And then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the round down dendrotrons. I don't know what that is. Okay. The heart of the machine, and when they first said "Daddy," my heart was molten. It is blood frozen upon the ground where held to the sun to thaw and slop, and they were inseparable, always together, one soul and two bodies, and my love was all consuming. I would die for them, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect them. I will fight through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I will set my convent and drained their flood. I am come for you now, my darling boys.
And you came then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and reset you and I on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
Oh, okay.
For your children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
Let me guess. My karma has continued. Is basically what you're telling me.
Oh, dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place?
Oh. I like these coil lights.
I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn. All to save them.
Okay, so I got 2 levers. Got a ladder there. That might be the next place I go. Am I out of power or something? Or...
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition. Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
That is kind of true. It's only humane when when those people have some sort of money to obtain through legal means. Has been here too. This is the of the meddling. This is where it began, and this is where it will end. I will seek the source of this obstruction, and then I will render this sabotage incompetent once and for all. So I'm guessing I need to figure. I need to figure out how to do all of this. Will I gain... Come on. So I opened up all of those. Ignition control. Now to find the ignition control, start the machine once more. Elated, I strive forth upon these catwalks. I will be coming, my darlings. I almost saved you.
Quickly, quickly, the air is thin. Your little voices turn. No, Mandus, they suffocate, they suffocate.
Daddy, Daddy!
Now, Mandus, set them free. Set them all free. I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I don't like that. Am I? Was that it? Was I? Did I? Mandus Saboteur for the feats of the engineering contained herein the would be make them even those clever fellows of the institution reel with envy. I guess I'm not done.
And emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
The 29th of December. Can a man construct... Okay, I know you're trying to blare, but I can't... Okay. The 29th of December, 1899. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man on... realizing who he is, on what he can become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Are our souls just this, tiny cogwheels and clockwork, and eradicate machines to serve function that, upon reflection, we might set to a new task? Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by which he now holds, finds abhorrent? Said to be sabotaging this body, his machine, until those children of his soul turn into new motion, and he may awake into a new sun, a new year, a new century, with hope in his heart. As I reach my hands to expose wires, I ask myself this: a redemption possible for such a creature as I? And as if not, then surely better to die amongst creatures than to continue live as a monster. Cool, now you can have your music back. Sadly, the swelling is gone, but... Betrayed, so it is done. The saboteur was me, and the voice on the telephone was him. But what of us? How do we connect? Surely I cannot be responsible for all I see about me. I cannot remember. All I can grasp is a moment when the world split into two pieces, and the innards of humanity fell into offerus, turn agape into open, fervicated hearts.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Why do you ask, Mandus? You know the answer well enough.
August 31st, 1899. Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures, the unfortunates from the orphanage, and have proved indispensable in cleaning the large steel pipes. It appears that matter for the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize at source and drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipes to scrub the reconstituted fat away. Armed with such a shortened broom, our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we are only keep pressure down for a short period, so they must be fast, or they risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapors. When they rush back into the system, then we will be sending their comrades and afterwards to scrape free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me they reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them I am so proud, and then feed them to the pigs. Okay, so I'm hoping this isn't our main character. So we're upcoming, but where is...
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my children, you unholy bastard!
Let me make sure you can't find these real quick. Come here. Come here. Yeep. Oh, come on.
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this. Can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
December 1st, 1899. There is a spoon of medicine, I says. This is a silver spoon, what you did get burned holding. Ever so painful for a mummy deer for a grasp so hard it is a little screaming red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to the Mexico. Then you did eat eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you gave your twins. Then you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls. You ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where did you dig next? I ask you, and your silver little spoon, made from the silver spine of your children and wrapped it in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling, Lil. What have I become? Okay. What now? Escape through the pipes. If the thrones of evil I sent my children to the pipes to clean them, then seems likely there is another entrance I can use to escape this intoxicating maelstrom of engines. I will ignore the burning in my nostrils from the fumes of the godless compound X that fuels these machines, and I will become the saboteur. I will destroy this pressure system, engaging me to enter the pipes without fear. Okay. Mandus is the saboteur. It seems that the pressure system is indeed the Achilles heel of this facility. Something I clearly did not realize in my first clumsy attempt at sabotage. If I reroute the steam, I can wreak havoc. Oh, I needed to take those pipes? And then there's gears, so... Huh? So this makes it sound like there's... the hell? Come on.
This is your doing, Landis. This is what you trained it to be.
I will stop you. I will save them.
You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my piggies. Kill them all.
Okay. Anything to save them. Of course, all the offal we cannot sell for our system is donated to the workhouse, making them perhaps the best flattened unfortunates in the whole of... Okay. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that being open. Okay,
Oh God, no, what have I done?
Landis, I know you are out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
October 25th, 1899. No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans, and the world will thank you for it. Disappear a whore, and a gentleman applauds you. Call a beggar, and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretentious. These so-called leaders, these pillars of society, these rich, fanciful, they wear their filth on the inside, and they are no less dirty. I plan for them all. We will feed them, then we will feed them for all. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, did I stop?
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees. Ashes, ashes, bones, and ashes.
Jesus.
And we can have such a burning that this city will shine as a beacon of redemption for the world.
London's burning, London's burning. God forgive me. What have I unleashed? Okay. We have set aside an entire wing of the mansion for these parties to invite them from near and far. We guzzle them in the fine wine and finest cuts of all London. My God, Mandus, but these chops and rather divine. Who is your butcher? Feed them up for the wine and grains, who will lend a character to the product. These flesh relaxed, opium in the champagne and gravy. A hog roast every night for the Duke and the Justice. A actress battered and sliced. An artisan is every mouthful, and in proper of fine teas, stewed in his own leaves. They bitter and breed under the table by the fireplace on the carpet stained with wine and fat, whilst long dead nobles of formed grace and cold stare watch them from glided flames, gilded flames along the crooked walls. We will hose them down later as we shovel them into our machine. There was these basically just telling me what to do. And then London's burning. God forgive me, what have I unleashed? I stand and smell the burning city. I see ash upon the wind. I hear the roars of the sickening beast and the screams that they fall upon the city and drag its people into below for the slaughter. Now I begin to understand what the other composite ingredient of Compound X must be. Also, I understand this. This is my responsibility now. I must find a way back to the heart of the machine and complete what I've started. Okay.
Do you hear me, Mandus? This is what you planned. A machine only for the slaughtering of pigs.
Whoa!
creature! Where are my children? Where are my children?
Farming the world, a missing vein. I see this now, we must find them. These scrolls, the old words written upon metal rods, this glow in the half light, the dusk, this glooming. Jeez, man. Counterattack. I have returned an angel of vengeance, a saboteur once more. I will find a way to stop this vast enterprise of slaughter. Enough destruction opened the heart before, confused the machine enough to spring its locks and secret doorways. I must cause it great shock, stab it, its eyes, poke hot wire into its ears, hammer to its teeth, and push glass into its every orifice. Then it will gasp, and then that gasp I will scuffle into the throat and stab its heart from inside.
Will they be free?
Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And the good? The worthy? How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do from here on. It's very uncertain. Come on.
I know you, machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy you.
You are too late, Magnus. My great works are almost begun.
October 27th, 1899, and waste not, want not, for here the assortment, slop, and innards are shifted and sorted and entered the world through more channels and means more than one could possibly conceive. The product passes by a section of the engine and driven through the blade, splitting it into two sections ready for the butcher's block and into the interman is kept for our freezer bays under the house and for the heat produced naturally by the refrigeration process feeds into the pipes and canaries of these rooms and is very reason, my dear friend, that we can sit here in shirts and waistcoats but no jackets on a freezing winter's night without a fire in the grate, discuss our great enterprise. The warmth in our bellies and toes every may be attributed directly to those bellies and toes even now, passing through steam, fire, and blade beneath our feet. December 2nd, 1899, walking away from the temples, the small pile of stones underneath the whatever that was, the skull of the innocent under the loose cloud, headless rib cages in the cool stone beneath the altars, 3,000 miles apart. I trace back my life to this instance. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in the damp. This falling water I hack, retch, and vomit into the sink, grasp the bowl from both hands and stare. There is the plug hole, as clear as day, a toy spine, a clock work. And it eradicated like a child's spine. But the clockwork, how could that be? How could a child's spine be made like a clockwork? I washed it carefully and placed it into the mantelpiece by the egg I laid myself. Under the garden where the children's skulls are buried, I call it my Mexico. Alright. The path to the trippery is critically injured now. I am sure of that. It jeers no more. It is stuttered around me. A wounded animal pressed flat to the ground. I feel it is afraid of me. I hate it all to the more. I hate myself for unleashing it. My head pounds with blood. My teeth vibrate. I retch and burn with the fever. I am an angel of death descending to smother the firstborn for the death of the two that came after. Alright, people on YouTube.
I am here again, at the foot of those stairs, towards the red light of the nursery, sunset in the window like a bleeding sky, the horizon a slit throat, the seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Manders, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
Manders? Manders, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Manders!
We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
I climb in stillness now. Blue water runs in my veins, now I am clean. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
I was gonna finish, but basically this is a playable cutscene right here. Feels like it anyways. The vial lifts, the bride is waning. The man eats the pig, and the pig eats eaten by the machine. The man is eaten by the machine. This is as it ever will be. Okay.
Manders. My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the atom, my soul, and there will be a very great burning that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
So what, is this like the first AI voiced by the professor or something? Alright, but like I said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.